Hey everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Beer Gentleman. I'm Topher. I started this channel because I'm a fan of craft beer, but I'm on a limited budget, so I wanted to demonstrate it was possible to enjoy good quality beers without having to break the bank. So the beers that I review on this channel usually come in around the $2 price range, and such is the case with today's selection. I paid $1.99 for this 12-ounce can of ILoveNV amberlager, Bad Beat Brewing, Nevada. Bad Beat is out of Henderson, Nevada. If you're familiar with the brewery district of Nevada, where you'll find both Bad Beat and Astronomy and Craft House breweries, is where you'll find Bad Beat. It's in Henderson. I myself have so far, I've sampled 19 beers from them with an average score of 3.63. So I am fond of this brewery. I'd say basically it's second only to Tenaya Creek in terms of my love for local breweries. It is an amber lager, so it's kind of difficult to discern whether to follow the parameters of amber or lager. Here's the deal with this particular beer. It has, let's see, what is it? Got a 5.1 ABV. Do I have IBUs? I do not. Okay, so 5.1 ABV. Typically, American lagers come in between 4.2 and 5.3. And American Ambers come in between 4.5 and 6.2. So it's kind of, is it a lager? Is it an amber? It's an amber lager. So we're going to go with the lager parameters, meaning that it's well within range for both. About a few weeks back, I tried to review this beer. I was just getting over a cold. Both my sense of smell and taste were off. It was not the right time to be reviewing beers. So this is actually revisited. And I stated earlier that I paid $1.99. I did a double check. Actually, I paid $1.79 for this beer. So this is actually a hell of a deal. Description back here: Victory, Crystal, Two-Row, Pale Chocolate, Cascade, Willamette, and Northern Brew hops. So Victory, Crystal, Two-Row, and Pale Chocolate are the malt used. The hops were Cascade, Willamette, and Northern Brewer. This is a California lager, as it says here, even though it's ILoveNV or ILoveNV Nevada. So there you have the ins and outs of that. Big fan of Big Beat or Bad Beat Brewing. Among the reviewing community, only 2 of my friends on Untappd have given this a ranking, and it has a cumulative score between them of 3.75. 682 people have checked in total, giving it a cumulative score of 3.55. As you can see, the reviews on this are kind of lukewarm, but I'm not going to let that make any impression upon me in terms of how I like the beer or not. There is no brewed on or canned on date on this, unfortunately, so I don't have a whole lot of information to give to you in respect to that. So I figured since this is a California lager, I could put it in my Boston lager glass. And if you'd like to see the video, check to my playlist called Glassware. You will find the videos regarding beer glasses and which ones to use at which times. So there's the ins and outs of that. And one thing I am going to point out about this particular glass, that Jim Cook from Boston Brewing Company created this glass with Ibex in Germany, is there's this little nodule over here. You will see it's kind of the little nodule there. Little nodule is there to take in the bouquet. That is the purpose of that thing. So right now, what you guys are seeing is probably, I'm going to say at least 2 shades darker. Well, maybe just one shade darker than the beer itself. I'm going to describe that as medium-high carbonation. It's a little on the high side, but not too bad. Not too crazy. This head doesn't seem to be going much of anywhere, so I'm going to describe the head as semi-resilient. I'm going to do a quick beard wipe, see what I come across. Smell a lot of malt, actually, a lot of malt. I'm going to use my little nodule here to stick my schnoz in, see what else I can come up with. And mostly what I smell is malt. I smell lots and lots of malt, maybe even a little bit of yeast there, but I'm not really smelling anything in the way of hops. So I don't see any reason to keep yapping my flap. I'm going to finish off the rest of this can, and I'm going to get to drinking. Cheers. Okay, I'm going to describe that as a medium low mouthfeel. Not a lot of spikiness to it. No alcohol burn. 5.1 ABV. You don't really expect much of an alcohol burn. It is tasty. I'm tasting malt more than anything. I'm really not getting anything much in the way of a hop profile. And if it, as it is a lager, quite honestly, you should be tasting more malt than hop. This has just the slightest bit of sweetness to it. It's not overly sweet, just a little bit of sweet. Like I think one of the malts was, yeah, pale chocolate malt. I'm definitely tasting that. Um, it has sort of a sweet beginning taste, and then kind of rounds out. I wouldn't go so far as to call it dry. Actually, what I would how I'd refer to it as crisp, and lagers actually should be crisp. So this is very true to form. Not a particularly complex flavor, but it's a good flavor. It's like I said, a little bit of sweet. Um, it's well balanced, but well, I wouldn't say it's well balanced actually, because it's more malty than it is hoppy. But that's fine. Like I said, it is a lager, and it should be more malty than hoppy. Um, all in all, I'm going to say this is a pretty good beer for $1.79. Let me show you the can one more time. ILoveNV, very easy to see. Bad Beat, unfortunately, has distribution only here in the state of Nevada. So if you're in the Reno market or close to the Reno market, you could pick it up there. You could pick it up down here, but apparently they had some kind of a bad deal with a distributor that they had in Arizona. They're kind of gun shy right now in regards to getting a new distributor, and I can't say I blame them. So right now, that's all they. This is the only state where you can get Bad Beat beer. Hopefully that'll be changing sometime soon. This is a good beer. I'm going to go ahead and give this. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3.5. Going to give the beer itself a 3.5. Give the fact that it comes in a can an extra 0.25, so it's going to get a total score of 3.75. All in all, a pretty good beer, and it is true to form. It's just and it's sweet and it's enjoyable, but it's not it's not particularly noteworthy. There's not a whole lot to say about this beer. It is very much a lager. So anyway, it's still a good beer though, and I'm liking it, and I'm definitely going to be drinking more Bad Beat beers. You're going to see more Bad Beat beers before very long. I don't think I've got anything lined up right now, but anyway, so this is where we are, and until next time, guys, drink good beer and don't break the bank doing it. Cheers. Oh, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. Thanks, guys. Cheers.